Greetings, everyone. I am your host, Jay Voodoo Child, and this is the CCU minigame discussion and kind of me going through my fleet and talking about some of the things that go through my scary head. So, I've done a lot of updating this morning, and generally, I do like to kind of get a night's sleep and take a fresh look in the morning before I make any financial moves in the system. So I did that, and I guess this morning, um, I decided to keep 4 Titan out of the 10 I have, and that way I could upgrade them. Um, Let me see here, actually, over here for the exit plan. If I end up gifting these 4 packages, I can upgrade them to a better Titan. So I'm going to keep 4 of those around just in case I end up gifting those packages away. So I melted the other 6. I melted the other thing I had out here. Or actually, no. So those 6, I found a worthless CCU that I melted due to some price shifts. And actually, was it the Nova? No, I still got the Nova. And I decided, because I already have this Gladius war bond here, and I ended up getting 1 black for 10 credits here. And this was a part of the chain with the Nova to the red, that sort of thing. So I've kept this, and I've got these 2 Centurion Ghosts before the price change. So in a fleet of 10 ships, I would only need 7 blacks as a possibility. So I melted 3 of these and then 6 of those. And basically what I did is I got the forces to 300 eyes. I still have 1 kind of broken chain over here. But this is more than likely going to get filled in by a later LTI package combo at an IAE. So this is just kind of a placeholder for now. And then I filled in the gap between the Hole and the Spartans here. And so basically I have 2 lock chains that will most likely go to the MSR and the Redeemer. Should I start playing at the end of this year, potentially when Squadron 42 comes out. So I could go ahead and apply those, and I'll come up with the amount of savings in the conclusion. I'm still on the fence on how many C1s to get. And should I get them to the black? Should I get them to the Centurion? Should I get combinations? I'm still on the fence about that. So I will probably take another rest to deal with that. One of the other things I did is I started going through my log, and I found some CCUs in there that I had not had on the sheet. One of them was this MSR to Apollo M, just a speculation. It was expensive. I chose the MSR because I had a lot of MSR. I had some good values here. So I just went with that. And, maybe the Apollo Medevac will end up in a price that is better than some sort of other combo that I have existing. It's not likely, and so I may have 45 credits available there. But I also did the price change of the Hurricane and the Super Hornet, and kind of did updates on my color arrangements. Here's the old version. And I'm still going to work with this to figure that out later on. Also, when going through my history, I came across some other things. I'm not going to melt because they are War Bond CCUs, that they are giftable. And Titans and Blacks were very popular before the price change. So people may likely have it at the old price and could benefit from their full value of what it is. So since they are giftable, I would keep them around for the prizes should I get into that situation. Hurricane to Defender was another one that, because of the price hike, Hurricanes, I don't know how popular they are, but just in case someone has them, they can get an extra $5, actually a $10 value in a prize pack. So that might be interesting to someone and an option to keep around. I also kind of cleaned up this area. Well, actually, it was more over here. And so that's one of the things I've been doing this morning. So, to help me understand what I want to do with the C1s and whether, I'm sorry. Another thing I discovered is I have 2 Cartuals to A1 Spirits that I had in there and not recorded. And so that was the same as a War Bond as the Sabres that I picked up later on. And the SRV has gotten snug up with the Cartual. And as I was mentioning earlier, if I could, I prefer using these credits in my chains and then saving these War Bond greens for potential prizes. Or, worst comes to worst, if I never get any Patreons, I could try and throw them on the gray market and maybe make half value out of them. I don't know. So, even though this combination of discounts, providing that I would have to get down to the ballista, I'm losing $5. But again, I'm using all credits in here, and I might be able to get more out of the cash that I've already put into the game by gifting or selling these. So I have both options there. Also, I've got, this old chain of the Tauruses, but, the Scorpions. Where's that other chain? So yeah, Vulture, the Super Hornets, the Hurricanes, to Defenders, the Raylands, the MSRs, and then MSRs on up. Still have a couple of MSRs over here, don't I? Yeah, 1, 2. So that's one of the things. So I've kind of cleaned this up, and basically I'm broke on credits. I do potentially have, some credits that I have here. If I end up getting another version of this that comes in at a higher price, and disrupts this kind of sequence. Does it sit snug with the Spartan, or with the Storm? And these arrows are the rocks or what have you. So trying to kind of keep my options open, and between these two, I would prefer getting this, and only using 2 of these 6 Spartans potentially. But this 10 credit jump, I'm not going to get any other way. So is it worthwhile getting any C1s to Centurions if I don't have anything that fits snug in underneath it? You know what? Thinking about it, how many packages? All right, how many non-LTIs do I have? 3? 3, potentially 5. So I'm trying to convert these 10 years to LTIs with new starter packs. So I guess I am keeping these for a while. But if they're 8, is this discount worth it? I think so. So basically, I would only be in the market for 3 starter packs with LTIs. And if that's the case, I'm going to get 2 C1s, 2 Centurions. So that So, question is this now 6 or 4? And it's probably going to be 6. So that leads me back to, what are my goals? And have they changed? So I made a new update and I filled in the Titans here. But now I'm going to look at the goals. So we're back to the exit strategy and to determine what ships I want in my fleet. So we've got kind of like the 7 that I've built up to, and I'm going to put in the 600i here as a green. Yeah. And I don't know what's going to be underneath it. Let's just move this over one. Is that going to be there? And so since this is 8, we're only going to have 2 more. So of these, this can go away at this point. And so this will still be LTIs here, and the 2 extra game packs can fill in those slots. But if I was to get so because I'm getting 2 more of those Sentinels, C1's the Sentinels, and going in with the Spartans, or the Centurions, excuse me. Potentially they have 2 game packs kind of fall in under hopefully $90. So we want 2 over 110 for sure. So that's probably going to push everything out. And these will be giftable. Um, Exer game pack. So is that one too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's how we got rid of this extra character slot, is the 600 high. So potentially 3 more of the starter LTIs. Now, is the SRV DUR worth getting that, or do I just only need 1 more? And just make these 10 years. So I just need 1 more. And I don't know what to do here. This is all predicated on how many caps are going to be in there. So let's go back a little bit. So I'm potentially only looking at 1. So this will get me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that works. That's what we plan for. That way I'm not really blowing up my budgets that much. All right, so SRV, DUR, C8R, and 315P. All right, C8R, DUR. SRV. And 315P. So I'm going to stop and rearrange the spreadsheet to kind of be looking at that. Okay, so we still have a lot of spreadsheet cleaning up to do, but one of the things I have discovered is this right here and the whole A's to the centurions. So this might increase this to 5, or at least to 4. So let me investigate that a little bit before I conclude this episode. Okay, indeed, I have found that I have 5 rock TSs to whole A's to go along with my whole A to Centurion's War Bonds for 15, which is a very good deal in this price range. You don't see that a whole lot. So what I'm thinking about right now is to get 3 C1 to blacks, and 3 C1 to centurions. So I need one for the gladius here, and then I'm thinking about setting it up on top of these Noxes, because the Noxes may get replaced by a starter pack LTI. Don't know yet. And so those are likely to come in around here. And the Mako just has a little bit more room than the Rock. But then again, the Centurion might be a better fit, with the A5. So I have basically two options to go right here. And so I've got a black coming in here, and I'm going to set up the Cillian here, and then have two here or two here in. Basically the C8R and, not that fast, the 315P will not require that because there are lower prices. And I've already got two over here. So that's what I've decided to do with the C1s. And that's why I've kind of gone through this review process of my chains, rearranged things. Now that I've gotten like the Cillians, I kind of did not realize this link because I've been looking at the Spartan coming up from the 300Is, as you see, I have a lot of. But when the Cillians came in at 70, it's a very good fit for the Rock DS. And I just never put that in together before now. And so that's why I need these kind of complex reviews to see what's missing from the spreadsheets that are actually in my hanger, and just kind of do a sanity check. Because, I have gone through full things of, doing a dump from my hanger records, and then just going through each of these and counting them up and recreating the spreadsheet. I've done that a couple times. It's not fun, but often things get left off of the spreadsheet as you kind of go forward and you start adding in things here and there. And maybe you're not sure you're going to do it, whether you're going to pull the trigger on it or not, or you do it and it doesn't get updated in the spreadsheet. So sanity checks like this are very helpful from time to time in my case. And this is my approach to doing things. So I'm going to get 3 C1s to Centurions, and 3 to blacks, and that kind of gives me the most flexibility with trying to fill in these gaps. But I've got 2 complete chains. I'm happy about that. In case I decide to jump in later this year, I can put those in. Redeemer, MSR are probably going to be my go-to ships. Possibly the Redeemer would become the 600i. That might be a little better soloable, depending on how that refit works out. So, but yeah, thank you all for watching this. I hope you got something out of this, and if so, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and share with me your comments. Again, subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. I'm likely going back to Troy, and we'll be posting some of those videos, so excuse those if you're just interested in Star Citizen account or stuff. So maybe don't click the bell icon. But anyway, again, thank you all for watching, and take care, everyone.